So, this must be your Vasker, the legendary mead hall of the companions. Though, I kind of... It's a bit smaller than I expected. I mean, I heard great tales about it. I kind of expected a battleship, not a schooner. Though, I guess carrying a ship even of this size is no easy task. Anyway, legends these days. They tend to blow things out of proportion, don't they?
ビルカスよ。彼女を庭に連れて行って何ができるのか確かめてやれ。ああ。
I guess you did it. Not my first choice for a guild in Skyrim, but... What am I saying? You do call the shots here, and I'm just along for the ride. Just watch my back, okay? I wouldn't want to be dog meat for any of these people. You know, the werewolves thing? Well, I've just heard stories, really. Some of the elite members here, the Circle, are granted this so-called gift. My father used to rant about them. He said they were too... filthy. And that's one thing I can agree on with him for once. Lycanthropy seems more like a curse to me more than anything. You should now see why I feel uneasy around here. Your Vasker was nice to see the first time, but the people here, not so much. Ugh. I never said I was leaving. Maybe I was wrong about the companions. We'll see. Though, that was pretty funny. Cheesy, but I like cheese. Anyway, don't we have someone to meet?
あの老人からお前の力を見るよう言われている。さあ、やろうじゃないか。
This fight should not take over
悪く
long.
ない。次はもう少し手強いぞ。
Nice job. I have to admit, I'm impressed. Hey, you got a minute? I just want to talk to this Ayla girl for a bit. Got it. Hey there. I'm the traveling companion of my friend here. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, yes, of course. Are you new here?
I am. My name is Serana, by the way.
I see. Want to hear a little Nord wisdom? You don't really know a woman till you had a strong drink and a fist fight with her. I was joking.
Hey, let's get out of here. Now, preferably. Be quiet. Let's move.
起きてる？もう戻らないんじゃないかって考えてたところよ。大変な変身だったわね。でも死ななかったんだからよかったじゃない。
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. Do you remember anything? That ceremony you went to. It just turned you into a werewolf. It wasn't pleasant, to say the least. I managed to track you here with a small incantation I snuck on you before the ritual. I am both relieved, but also still rather terrified that I was right. Now, hold on. Give me a second. Hey, Ayla.
What is it?
Why would you ever think to have a Daedric Underforge next to a city? Don't you realize how many innocent lives are at risk?
This is none of your concern, citizen.
Excuse me? This is very much my concern. You also don't just rope people into a Daedric ritual like that. You don't force them to become something they don't want to. I don't think saying no was ever an option for my friend here. You all are terrible people, and you call yourselves warriors of honor. Come on, let's get out of here. But... Ugh.
あいつら、汚い手でスコールを殺したのよ。彼は私たちの中でも精鋭だったけど、数には勝てなかった。盾の兄弟なしに来るべきじゃなかったんだわ。ここから出て行って。 私は奴らを一人残らず仕留めたか見届けて、死体から何か手がかりを探してみるわ。まだやることがあるわ。目の前でシルバーハンドを震え上がらせてやる。なかなかの意気込みね。切れ者のシルバーハンドが一人ハイアルマーチ周辺を嗅ぎ回ってるようなの。奴らの野営地に忍び込んで計画を盗み出せたらこっちが有利になるわ。
Hey. No, I'm the one who should apologize. Ayla, she just ticked a fuse. I'm really sorry. You know where I'm coming from, right? With my vampirism, at least. I didn't have much a say into the matter. I was shoved into it. No one really cared about what I wanted, only what they wanted. I get that in your case, though, this was more voluntary. And I'm happy for you. All the power to you. But still, there are certain very important things with the companions that I don't agree with. How they parade themselves as warriors of honor, protecting the weak and innocent, but we really know that's not the case. Alright. So, that's done and done. Glad I got that off my chest. Now, let's get a move on, shall we?
魔女たちを探してくれ。荒野にある奴らの結社へ行って、真の戦士の力を見せつけてやってほしい。
By the blood. I didn't know. I felt so negatively about the companions, especially after all they've done with lycanthropy and that ritual, really. Now it turns out things are much more complicated. I don't know how you feel about your lycanthropy, but it seems like there's more to it than Ayla initially let on. Let's just do this task for Kodlak. Then, we'll try to piece what we can together as we go by.
Now I know what Wild Rose symbolizes.
So, this must be the place. Decrepit, disgusting, and smelly. To be expected. Let's go claim a witch's head. Might be a good idea to collect more, though. You might want to be cured, and perhaps the other circle members. By sure. What's going on here? Let's move. I have a bad feeling about this.
どこに行ってたんだ。大事なようだったと思いたいね。そのためにここで彼を守れなかったんだから。シルバーハンドだ。ついにジョルバスクルを襲いに来る度胸がついたようだ。みんなで撃退したが、あの老人コドラクは死んでしまった。いや、だがウースラドの一部を全部持って逃げられたよ。それを二人で取り返しに行くんだ。敵の野営地の中心部に戦闘を仕掛ける。奴らの物語を生きて後世に語り継げる者は一人として残すまい。歌われるのはジョルバスクルの歌だけだ。コドラクの仇を討ちに行くんだ。死の恐怖を教えてやる。
How could they do this? It's so cruel.
血祭りにあげてやりなさい。
Alright, let's do this. I may not have known Kodlak very well, or liked the companions, really. But this is just wrong. The Silver Hand will need to pay for what they did. Ah, close quarters it is then.
'Twas naught but a trifle.
Driftshade Refuge. This must be the place. Are we rushing in or going in quietly? From her!
Is that all they've got? I will not desert you now, present.
I'm not someone to be trifled with.
Let's move.
ジョルバスクルに戻ろう。コドラクの魂に敬意を示したい。戦死者のために叫び、
自分たちのために、
そして
そして立ち去る。
彼の魂は旅立ったわ。サークルのメンバーよ。アンダーフォージに戻って追悼しましょう。
ウースラドの一部をまだ持っているか。また配置するのに準備する必要がある。慎重に扱ってくれ。かけらの数が増えたら困るだろう。ちょっと頼みたいことがある。コドラクが常に身につけていたものだ。彼の部屋に行って取り戻してきてくれないか。彼のものを使っていいかどうかはわからないが。ありがとう。ここにいるからな。
So, Kodlak had the last piece all along. Let's head to his quarters. Today's been a lot.
ありがとう。お前の盾の同志はアンダーフォージに戻って待っているはずだ。
Hey, so... Looks like your friends are waiting. Go on. I'll wait here.
コドラクの炎はウースラドの復活を助けるだろう。そうすればもう一度彼に会える。かけらを作ったのはお前だ。ウースラドを戦いに参加させる責任がある。残りはイスグラモルの墓へ行く準備をしろ。コドラクのために。
Hey, so... What's the plan? Got it. He deserves this, at least. Come on, let's move. This must be Ysgramor's tomb. Keep your guard up. There's no telling what we'll find here. If this is the resting place of the legendary Ysgramor, it is probably well guarded. I just hope that our party can handle it, and not get cold feet. God! Are you alright?
いやあ、盾の姉妹。そして私の中にいる獣も感謝するよ。だが他の導き手たちはまだハーシーンの手の中にいる。おそらくソブンガルデから古き英雄たちが助けに来てくれるだろう。ハンティンググランドへな。必ず勝利してみせよう。いつか君も参戦してくれ。だが今日のところはひとまずジョルバスクルに戻るんだ。勝利の余韻に浸りながらな。そして同胞団をさらなる勝利へ導いてくれ。
Congratulations. I must admit, when you first joined the Companions, I didn't think you had the spirit for it. But considering that, I'm impressed. You're no longer well, you've grown into something much bigger, and I admire that. I know we've had our differences, but looking back in hindsight, it was all for the greater good. I mean, look at where we ended up. Kodlak's death won't be in vain, I can tell you that much. Now, what's your first plan of action, Miss Harbinger? That is a great plan. Once you do that, the companions might be able to cast aside their primal urges and start working towards more noble intentions. Like the companions of old. Thank you. What now? You really can tell that there is something else. Looks like I can't hide it from you any longer. Or else, you'll just keep pestering me about it until my soul slivers up to Cold Harbor. But I don't even know if you'll forgive me after this. I'm really sorry. Do you remember when you first met me back at Dim Hollow Crypt? Did you ever ask yourself why you were so calm when you first saw me? You were a vampire hunter. While you were new to the Order, you still accepted that as your creed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have slayed every single vampire that my father sent. Then, why didn't you kill me? I just looked like any other vampire in that cave. Maybe a bit more attractive, but you get the point. Being a trained vampire hunter, your first instinct would be to draw your blade and attack. You would have slain me then and there, taken the scroll, and fled. But you didn't. You were so calm because I casted a calm spell on you. Look, you were the first person I saw after being locked up for thousands of years. And you were armed to the teeth. I wasn't exactly mind-controlling you, but I did mess with your head, deceiving you without your consent. I know I complain about my family, and how I wasn't able to choose my own path and my own decisions. It turns out, though, I'm not that different compared to them. I'm just a hypocrite. I didn't even believe in myself enough, or believe in the trust I talk about. I was merely a vulnerable girl, doing whatever she could to get what... No, I didn't even want anything back then. I didn't even know what I was thinking. There were so many thoughts rushing through my head, and I just... I manipulated you. I really just wanted to survive, then and there. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for hiding this, all this time. If you want to leave me now, it's fine. If I were you, I probably would. But why? Why? You... But I'm worthless. Selfish. Everything we've done, it was for me. Don't you realize that? I'm truly the lowest of the low. What? And what is that exactly? I'm none of those things. I'm sorry. I allowed everything that's been going on to get the better of me. But what I said is true. I don't think too highly of myself. And I have done some very bad and selfish things before. I know you don't hold those against me, though. Instead, you choose to stay by my side, choosing to look at my strengths and not my weaknesses. I want to prove to myself that the Serana you see is the Serana I believe I am. I promise. Thank you for everything. You truly do mean a lot to me. And I'd really like our relationship to grow from here on out. That was good to get off my chest. Come on, let's move.